So, Pokimane has been a main figure in the news recently, and not for the best of reasons, but not for the worst of reasons, I say. To be honest, she's trying to do a good thing. She's just another influencer, another content creator who has decided to take the approach of becoming a entrepreneurial figure. Someone who makes money off things, someone who creates a product and gives it to their audience, and you know, that's fine. We all should be doing that. If you wanna do so with your life, maybe make a product and sell it or something. That could be cool.
It makes my mouth salivate to have these in my presence, genuinely. I think I was saying something, but I forgot. Anyways, right. Myna is my new brand. There's a Myna bird. It's very intelligent, very communicative.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
And that's how I want our brand and company to be. I want us to be so engaged with the community and asking you guys, like, what kind of snacks, what kind of things do you want? And bringing those to you, as companies should. I'm sorry, this is really distracting.
But oh, if life was that simple. Well, welcome to Murray's Annie, where we traverse the wonderfully weird world of the web and we take a real deep dive into what it means to make some cookies with Pokimane. Let's explore, shall we? So Pokimane has embarked on a new business venture, Myna Snacks. Myna Snacks. Not to be confused with Myna Snacks, because that's the launch of another influencer that has been in the news recently. Yo, what is up, guys? If you're enjoying this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's amazing having you here. Thank you for devoting your attention to this video and all your support as of late. It really does mean the world, but we are back, so yeah, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get back into the video, shall we? Okay, so what is the backstory to all this? Pokimane decided to announce the release of this new special food, the cookies. And of course, at first, everyone was very excited for this. Not many people sell cookies that I know that are influencers, but I think making a new product like Prime or whatever I think it might be the new in thing, which is just fine. Even H has got his own brand of fizzy water or something, because when I think of H, I think of H2O, fizzy water, for sure.
Me nothing, bro.
Right, so this is Sips.
Yeah.
With a Y.
Yeah.
And it's
Nah, they spell it Manchester.
something like that. And this is a fizzy flavoured water.
Nice.
No calories, no sugar.
Nice.
And basically the thought behind it was just that I'm a little crackhead, yeah. When it comes to like...
Okay, so what is the whole MO behind these cookies for Pokimane? Well, Pokimane says in her announcement video that she wanted to introduce a healthy option for snacks when, you know, she's streaming or something.
Even me, when they first came to me and they were like, you know, this is the plan or whatever, and I was like, can we not sell them in packs of one?
And all of this is kind of mind-boggling because these kind of things don't really compute. Streaming, cookies, health, and snacks. It's kind of like, you know, it's already some sort of paradox, and it doesn't make for the best of marketing, so they should have really thought about that before going into it. Like, when you're marketing to gamers and streamers, you give them something unhealthy because they already know what they're doing is unhealthy. So, on the website, we have a bit more detail into the MO. We've got some nice branding, and I must say, I really do like the branding. I will say this. Pokimane's got pretty good branding. 10/10 marks for Gryffindor for the branding. But here we go. Lovers of snacks, devotees of quality food. This shared passion was met with an equally shared frustration that the snacks that they loved most made them feel the worst. So they set out on a journey to create the most craveable, poppable, feel-good snacks of all time. Real ingredients, sustainably sourced, vitamin D, no gluten, no GMOs, nothing artificial. Better snacks make us happy, so we made them to share with you. It sounds good. It reads good. You know, I don't want wait. I don't want any GMOs in my food, and I don't like artificial things, especially AI. Anyways, my brain. So it sounds all good. It sounds very cool. It sounds very nice. Vitamin D, no gluten, no GMOs, nothing artificial. Better snacks make us happy. When I, you know, pop a little vitamin D pill, I feel happy. Vitamin D is good for you, and I need more of it. I need to get outside. This is what this is all reminding me, that I need to get my health in order, and it will not be by eating cookies that I have to buy at like $28 a time. Like that it is kind of ridiculous. Nutrition facts. I like nutrition facts. Do you like nutrition facts? Nutrition facts are good. Let me just zoom in here. So we're looking at about 4 servings per container. I don't know what that means. Serving size, 7 cookies. That's good. So I think in a pack, you can be getting 7 of these lovely cookies that look quite tasty. I will say they look pretty good. I would probably scran about maybe all of them at a time. So yeah. Anyways, so if we're looking at the amount per serving in calories, 140. You guys know what that means. I'm not one of these guys that are looking at the calories on my bloody Tesco shop. I'm not doing that. I'm just eating whatever I feel like. Okay, but yeah, so we've got, all saturated fats, 80%, cholesterol 0, sodium 3, 5, blah, blah, blah. Lots and lots of numbers. Great. The one that I care about, vitamin D, 3 mcg. I think that means micrograms. So 15%. Ugh. That's not that much. Okay, so if we take a look-see at the recommended daily intake for your vitamin D, which again I need a lot more of. I don't go outside, which is probably why I can't even stick to uploading a video twice a week. But okay, let's say you're 19 to 50 years old. You need about 15 micrograms per day. So if we go back and we look at how many micrograms there are, there's only 3 and like literally 7 of them. So you would have to eat a few bags of these. You have to eat a few bags of these cookies to get the recommended daily vitamin D intake. So it's pretty pathetic, I think, marketing this as a healthy option, because at the end of the day, you're still just eating cookies. You're still just eating just a bunch of cookies, and that just doesn't compute as healthy in my little brain. But please, do not shoot the messenger here. I'm just looking at this. This is news. This is all on the internet, by the way. This is everywhere. I'm bringing you up to date knowledge, and it does keep getting worse. It does keep getting worse. And I'm not even saying this is that bad, but it keeps getting worse. We're just setting up the premise here. Oh, it looks nice. Vitamin D. Look at this. Vitamin D, gluten-free, 100% poppable. What does poppable mean? What does 100% poppable mean? No one else is talking about this. No one else is talking about how poppable they are. What's 50% poppable? I'm starting to see. Okay, and that is all fine and dandy. You might even be able to look past that and be like, look, oh, Isaac, you're being a bit too, you just, who cares? It's still got vitamin D in it, and that's great. This is where the public got involved and basically just said, no, Pokimane, you can't have nice things. Here's why. They found out that there is an identical form of cookie which is out in the market today, specifically in Costco, called Midnight Mini Cookies, and it's identical. They're called Tots Midnight Mini Cookies. Totes Midnight Mini Cookies. So here's the example of them. Looking at them side by side, we've got Myna Snacks Cookies, not to be confused with Myna Snacks Cookies, Midnight Mini Cookies. And then we've got Tootsie Midnight Mini Cookies. Then we've got Deep Chocolate Velvety White Chip and Sea Salt. We've got here Deep Dark Chocolate Cookies with Decadent White Drops. Okay, so it's looking quite incriminating from a copycat marked up product standpoint right now, just at face value. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna say this: if we're gonna catch Pokimane out on this, let's just put into comparison how many white label products there actually are out there on the market. I call it Pokimane catching white labels. So I think every time I just go into this, because for me, I can understand why people were just like, it's just cookies, and she's an influencer just trying to do something cool and trying to make some money, and people buy some cookies, and I'm saying, I can't knock them for that. But it does keep getting worse. It does keep getting worse. I'm not gonna lie, it does keep getting worse because of the way that Pokimane responds to all of this criticism. Why am I doing Joe Weller? Why am I doing that? I've lost the plot. Biggest announcement of my career next Monday, and it's a product launch. I would love to send it to some smaller up-and-coming creators. Who wants to try it? Me! I want to try it because I'm a small creator and I would love some cookies. No, but looking at them, like, I didn't actually realize, yeah, they both are called midnight cookies. Midnight mini cookies specifically. It's poor. It is poor. You could have done a little bit of a better job because, you know, I've never heard of these things being called midnight mini cookies in my life. Yeah, I'm just going to the shop to get some midnight mini cookies, yeah? No. Change the name of the flavor and then maybe we wouldn't have caught you out. No, but nonetheless, yes, Pokimane, I do actually want the cookies because I'm not paying $18 more for 7 ounces more cookie than the Costco brand. But at the end of the day, you know, fans who actually want to pay that much more for these cookies, it's their prerogative. Just let them do it. Which this is why it all would have been okay if Pokimane just didn't respond at all. Why am I doing Joe Weller? Why am I doing that? I've lost the plot. Here we go. So first response to all this criticism. We have on Twitter, Pokimane says, "There's been some confusion about the product I launched, and I'm here to set the record straight." Thank you, Pokimane. Thank you for setting the record straight. Here we go. The batch of Myna cookies... Sorry, I just keep thinking of Dream. I'm sorry. The batch of Myna cookies we're shipping were made 3 weeks ago. They are not a dropship product and we are our own formula. The cookies they are being compared to were also made by our own manufacturer, Creation Foods, which specializes in healthy food. The compared cookies had 1 test batch sold before they were retired. Months later, we partnered with Creation Foods and fell in love with the flavor profile of this midnight cookie. We then decided to work together to refine and improve the formula, and we're really happy with the final product. While the ingredients list may look similar, they are entirely different in terms of ingredient quality, quantity, ratios, sourcing, the size, texture of cookie, and of course, the added vitamin D. Refining formulas is a very common practice in the food industry. Around 7 to 80% of the foods that you see in grocery stores are white labeled. Pokimane, catching white labels. I'm so cringe. Anyways, okay, here we go. Reply. Pricing. Making a healthy and quality snack with real gluten-free ingredients and added vitamins is not a cheap practice. If you've been following me for some time, you know I rarely take sponsorships because I try to be mindful of promoting or endorsing products. I haven't sold merch in years. I cap my donations, and quite frankly, if I wanted a cash grab, it'd be silly to do that through a startup because they're extremely unlikely to profit in the first few years. Plus, any profits we make goes directly back to creating more quality products. So there you go. You heard it from Pokimane. Heard it from Pokimane. Except I need to double check what this person was in. Except, you know, this would be fine. This would be all perfectly fine. Like, startups aren't supposed to do well. I'm just trying a cool new thing, and that's cool. However, her business partner is Darcy McKen, who is, according to this, a food industry veteran. She worked at Kellogg for more than a decade. That's a long time to be at Kellogg. Shout out Kellogg's cereal. More than a decade when she served the executive roles such as president of US sales and head of global sales. So this ain't, no ordinary startup. Spent nearly 5 years in the C-suite of Noosa Yogurt and then served as CEO of the now shuttered Plantera Food, the former plant-based arm of the meat giant JBS. So interesting, this little startup. So you can't really say it was like their first try at this, and Darcy McKen didn't know what they were doing when they were marking up these Costco products, because they are a, quote, food industry veteran. Pokimane. Catching white labels. Someone get Cineworld on the phone and get Pokimane a slot right next to the overpriced Ben & Jerry's. I can see Myna snacks right there, just fitting right in. $28 for one. New prices, I'm suggesting. You can make more money. So, in response at this point in time, the response to the cookies is not that bad, Pokimane's cookies are $7 and everyone's crying about it. The way people were talking about them, I thought they were like $20 a bag. LMFAO, the outrage is pathetic. Pokimane thinks the same thing.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyways.
But then on the other hand, we've got another member of the general public saying, these are Pokimane's cookies, right? They are so good and weren't expensive. Was not poor when I bought them. And here we have this conspiracy theorist here saying the Pokimane outrage is entirely manufactured by big creators to distract from Dream being caught moaning. Sorry, I'm stupid. I'm really silly today. I'm a really silly man. Here's a good point. I wish Elon Musk got the same level of hate Pokimane did when he made fun of people for being poor enough to spend $8 on features that used to be free and better. No, people did take the mick out of Elon Musk. No, Elon Musk did get a lot of hate for trying to do that with Twitter, for sure. We can't forget. But yes, so now in the timeline you might be thinking, everyone just get off Pokimane's back. She's just an entrepreneur who wants to sell some lovely cookies. It got worse. It got worse. It got worse. Here's Pokimane's response. People saying cookies might be a bit too much money for me to spend. Don't want to buy them.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyways.
Ooh, that's got a zing. It's got a zing. People didn't take kindly to this at all. That's how the internet rolls. They don't like being called broke because the internet just so happens to consist of like more than just the middle classes. Poor people can use the internet too, Pokimane. So maybe people who aren't as well off, who enjoy Pokimane's content, and might have just wanted to save up to buy these cookies and maybe even ship them in. But, you know, we're talking about getting the serving of like, you know, 7, I don't know how many packs of cookies you get at this point, but you get the packs of cookies, but then you also have to pay the shipping charge if I was going to get them, and that's just another money. So you're looking at around about, £1,000. No, you're looking about, yeah, maybe up to like $45 for cookies. And then you have to, oh, no, but you ruined it. You ruined it, didn't you, Pokimane? That's okay. I forgive you. I forgive you personally. So Chase Demore says, this has to be a joke, Pokimane. There are people that work extremely hard doing jobs. What is my problem? That work extremely hard doing jobs most would consider not as fun as streaming. There are better ways to word this. This is damaging not only to you, but to those who are in business with you. And this cookie. It is a silly thing to do. Silly thing to do. And that's why I think streaming is stupid. Because like you just get people in there. She was probably getting like, there's probably like loads of people just typing like your cookies, 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 and she probably just snapped. And now people just clip that and it's game over. But hey ho, I bet they taste nice. Yeah. Here we go. And Pokimane responded to Chase Demore and said, while what I said was 100% intended to be a joke, I see why it came off as insensitive and I apologize for that. I also understand the current price of the cookies may be expensive for some, and I promise we'll continue to consider pricing to keep Myna as affordable as possible. Thanks, Pokimane. You know, that's good. Let's see what the next part says. I also want to clarify, this was said towards one rude chatter. I did not at all intend it to be a general statement towards my community. See, that's the thing. That's the scary thing about streaming. You could be, you know, people could be trolling you the hardest, but, you know, you could just take that clip out of context, you take it out, and then boom, no one's buying your cookies anymore. And that's the sad truth of being on the internet, which is why sometimes it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's all an illusion. It's all fake. It's all on a screen. All right. So sometimes, you know, you just got to remember, we're not real. We're not here. I'm not actually here. I'm not here. To be honest, it's actually getting quite trippy just looking at the lens right now, because I just realized I'm just sitting in my room just talking to a camera. That's all I do. I'm talking about Pokimane's cookies. Okay? Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this video, actually, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help us out around here because, you know, we're trying to get back into the swing of things. So thanks guys for all the support recently. It does motivate me in times like these. I think it's the winter. The winter just makes me a bit more, sleepy, and I'm just like, do I want to talk about Pokimane's cookies today? Yes, I do. Today is the day. We have, in response to her previous notes or whatever, someone called Loco 420. Here we go. This is so scummy, man. She is preying on her stands, wringing them out like a rag for every last penny. She's a manipulative liar and will once again pull the woman get treated unfairly and sexist cards again, and her sheep fans will eat it up. This guy just seems like some random troll that's just not even involved. He's just trying to start stuff. But Pokimane fell for it. Don't fall for the bait, but she fell for it. You're a dumbass! You're a dumbass who lacks reading comprehension skills, so you resort to regurgitating idiotic incel rhetoric instead of easily reading up on basic CPG food industry practices. Praying for you, and that's good. We should all pray for our enemies. Public opinion, I don't know. I just think, I feel like this whole situation, because at the end of the day, you're paying $28 for 4 packs of cookies. That is quite insane. Sorry, I'm actually sorry. I actually ran that in my actual brain. When you go to the shop and you think, I'm gonna get 4 packs of cookies, and then it's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's 28 quid. Sorry, yeah, anyways, I'm back in the room. I'm gonna keep playing devil's advocate here. So, $28 for 4 packs of cookies, that's only $7 per thing. And if you're just so inclined to be a fan of Pokimane here, then you might want to buy these cookies just for the branding, just to support your favorite creator, and that completely makes sense. And I feel like it all would have been fine, but Pokimane just had to ruin it by calling everyone broke, and that's it. And that's just where this whole thing gets interesting, because now we just see where this spirals. Because now we get to see will the product pervade, and will Pokimane bring this back? It's very interesting to see this whole business etiquette, business finance, entrepreneurial spirit ring on through the internet.
I just frankly, I don't really want to read messages from people who damned if you do, damned if you don't, If you speak softly and normally and put a lot of thought behind what you want to say. Like, why are you talking pure voice? Why are you talking softly? And if you start yelling, they're like, why are you yelling? Why are you insulting people? Very, very damned if you do, damned if you don't. And in those scenarios, you're just not the person for me, and I'm not the person for you. And that's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay. Go watch someone else.
But yeah, the impact on Pokimane's reputation from this, it's just gonna be interesting to see. But I feel like Pokimane can bring it back. I believe Pokimane will actually use this and make a cooler, cheaper, nicer, more affordable product. And we might see Pokimane's cookies become mainstream, like Oreo or Prime or H's fizzy water. Pokimane, some people are even starting to call her a hypocrite and stuff, and pulling out old clips from the past where it's like, yeah, look at you when you said streamers something brokies something. Why are we digging into people's past just because of some cookies and because of a clip on stream? Yeah, it is interesting. The internet just does blow things out of proportion. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's all up to you guys. What do you guys think about this, But yeah, now we're witnessing Pokimane's attempt to explain all of this controversy away. Some, on one hand, believe that she's just digging a deeper hole. Others, on the other hand, are believing that Pokimane can escape from this. But yeah, no, some people really just do think her behavior is just a bit rude and out of touch. And Pokimane has not been a stranger to criticism in the past. I'm not one to judge a character. Don't really know who she is that much at all, but you know what I mean. She seems like alright, maybe, if you're her mate. So to me, yeah, this does seem a bit blown out of proportion, but it's just all the more interesting. It's a fun little topic to debate about, and yeah, Pokimane catching white labels. So in conclusion, I'm definitely invested. Call me pathetic, call me just an internet grifter, but I really care about this. This is a subject that has become very close to my heart, and for some reason, I care about these cookies. I will be trying to get my hands on them. So maybe if this drama keeps developing, you'll see me with a box of bag of these cookies. I think they're just available. I don't know if they're just available for pre-order, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try taste test them for you guys. Genuinely, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, guys, if you've been enjoying this video, which I really sincerely hope you have, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean the world. We've been Murray's Annie. We're back, baby. We're back, baby. So yeah, thank you guys for all the support. Love you and leave you. Peace.